Welcome to Boozy Movies, where watching movies and making cocktails is what we do.
Hold on to your butts.
We have 2 cocktails for you for a movie that we think...
It's right up your alley.
That's right, Jurassic Park.
In Jurassic Park, a wealthy man's idea of family fun is bringing extinct man-eating lizards back to life on an island with surprisingly low safety standards. What could possibly go wrong when your IT guy is grumpy and your theme park's main attraction keeps eating the guests?
Our first cocktail is based off of one of Jeff Goldblum's most iconic scenes, and he has a lot of them, called Dino Dropping.
And our second cocktail is based off of the Velociraptor, and that is Clever Girl. So before we get too clever here, we are going to start with Dino Dropping.
Dino dropping?
For Dino Dropping, you're going to need Raki, vodka, ginger liqueur, peach schnapps, lemon juice, and maple syrup.
In a shaker tin, we're going to combine 1 ounce of Raki, a ½ ounce vodka, 1 ounce ginger liqueur, a ½ ounce peach schnapps, 3/4 of an ounce lemon juice, and a 1/4 ounce of maple syrup. We're going to add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Double strain into a Nick and Nora glass. Drop in a few fresh blueberries and place a chocolate meringue on top. And here is the Dino Dropping. I think you should do the honors.
Don't you see the danger?
What we were really going for here was the freshness of all of those plants on that island.
How can we possibly have the slightest idea of what to expect?
The Raki, if people haven't had that, it's licoricey, a lot like absinthe is, but it doesn't pack the punch.
Right, a Raki is actually distilled from grapes, so all of you gluten-freers, all of you people who enjoy wine, where wine hits you better than I would say Raki is a great way to go.
They're flocking this way.
And other things to note is that it also has a lower ABV than say absinthe. So if you're looking for a good substitute where you don't want to spend, it's also a cheaper bottle.
Really spectacular, spared no expense.
Another thing, we do have vodka in this drink, and one of the reasons we did that, we don't add vodka to a lot of our drinks.
Good boy.
We didn't want to add something that would overpower
Yeah.
some of these flavors, and so you get to have this and you still get, you get the peach, you get a little bit of the ginger, and you get the Raki in there.
The name of the game is balancing your ABV and balancing your acidity and your sweetness and all of that. And so just that little bit of vodka helped balance all of that out.
Yeah.
You're right, you're absolutely right.
We can't move on yet because we do have to talk about a few of the garnishes in here. One of the things with the Triceratops in that scene, we put a couple blueberries in there because we wanted to represent sort of the West Indian lilac that they think the Triceratops may have eaten, and that's why the Triceratops was sick. And then we couldn't do a cocktail without putting...
That is one big pile of shit.
So I would highly recommend chocolate with this. Is really tasty.
really good.
You want to give it a go?
Okay, yeah.
Who's hungry?
Yeah, so this is awesome.
Amazing, right?
Whoa. But we have not tried all of this together yet. We had tried this on the cocktail, we just did them, and this is fantastic. Huge fan over here. Well, I think it is time to continue the tour, so let's go on to our next cocktail.
But first, before we do that, we would like to stop you for just a minute, and if you're enjoying our cocktails, if you're enjoying our content, we would really, really appreciate it if you took a moment to hit that like button down below, hit that alert bell if you haven't already, and maybe subscribe. Think about that. We would really appreciate it. We, of course, are trying to build our channel, so we need you for that.
See, nobody cares.
Okay, now it is time to check out the Velociraptor.
Clever girl.
For Clever Girl, we're gonna be using mango Chinola, Italicus, Sfumato Amaro, blood orange juice, vanilla simple syrup, rhubarb bitters, saline, green mint oil, and Angostura bitters.
In a shaker tin, combine 1½ ounces mango Chinola, 1 ounce Italicus, ½ ounce Sfumato Amaro, ½ ounce blood orange juice, ½ ounce vanilla simple syrup, 2 dashes of rhubarb bitters, and a dropper of saline. Add ice, cover, and shake until chilled. Double strain over a black sphere. Garnish with streaks of Angostura bitters and mint oil. There you are, clever girl.
Ooh, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do the honors here because you know what? I like clever girls.
Anybody hear that?
So we've got a lot of flavor going on in this cocktail. Lots of mango again. We kind of wanted some tropical flavors, but we've been really loving the mango chinola.
Yeah, it's really good. We use it in our Apocalypse Now, if you haven't seen that.
Yeah. Also, other flavors that I know you really love is the Sfumato, Amaro. If you like anything that's like tobacco-y, smoky, you're gonna really love this. It's a Rabarbaro, which is a rhubarb Amaro. So delicious, like bitter, smoky, deep, almost pruny kind of flavors in that.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah, and it is smoky, but I think it's actually a different smokiness than you would get from like mezcal. So I think even if you're one of those people who doesn't really dig mezcal, I think you might like this liqueur. I think it's really good, or this Amaro, right?
Theoretically, yes.
And this one with like I think in combination with the mint oil and the Italicus, really you get like a lot of kind of cedar almost flavor in this cocktail.
Yes, again, in theory.
What do you think about that mint oil?
Yeah, the mint oil is great, and we'd been wanting to almost find an excuse to put like an herb oil or something in one of our cocktails, just because not only the aesthetic of it, but the texture is really interesting. Just to sip on that and just feel it, like just the way it coats your mouth is really really nice.
It's good.
Also, super easy to make. And the payout is amazing, like the flavor, the color, all of that. We really love it. I made this with a liquid coconut oil.
You just take me through this step by step.
You just basically blanch your mint or your herb or whatever it is so that it keeps that vibrant green color.
It does.
Then you throw it in an ice bath, again, to basically freeze up that green color. Throw it through a blender, and then I let it sit for 24 hours at room temperature in the oil, then strain it out. And you've got yourself a beautiful, beautiful herb oil.
It's pretty awesome.
Think they'll have that on the tour?
Yes.
So speaking of the mint oil, some of you may be asking exactly what is this and how does it relate to Clever Girl? Well, if you haven't figured it out, throughout the movie, they really focus on the dinosaur's eyes. We see a really up close one of the T-Rex, but then also the velociraptors. And so that's why we put the black sphere in there. It's the pupil. And then we got all these kind of crazy wild colors for the iris. And
That's right.
it was really fun, like the way it all came together.
Yeah, and it was a huge part of their special effects at the time. I think that you have talked to me about the special effects in this movie and kind of how pivotal their usage was. Oh yeah, let's bring this in.
Yeah, it was one of sort of those first movies to really incorporate a lot of CGI.
I hate computers.
Really pushing the boundaries. Before this, we had like The Abyss and Terminator 2. But the way they used them in Jurassic Park is really cool. But one thing that's interesting, and we just rewatched it before we were recording this, one, they use it, but they don't overly rely on it. They really pick their spots. They're still using the animatronics and a lot of the old school way that you would do stuff. A lot of the scenes where they're showing the dinosaurs, they actually don't, right?
Yeah, you almost you feel the presence of the dinosaurs in the acting, in the wonderful, amazing music of John Williams.
Yeah.
Like, I think the best relationship Steven Spielberg ever made was with John Williams. Honestly, that was like a career-moving relationship for him.
Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
I mean, if you think about all the soundtracks that they've collaborated on, like the Indiana Jones movies, Schindler's List, the Jurassic Park, Jaws, I mean, some of the most iconic motifs and things that we hear, and they just come into your head when you think of a movie. It's a truly amazing collaboration.
Thank you.
So part of the reason we decided to make cocktails for this movie and to rewatch it is because there's a new Jurassic Park coming out called Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yes, coming out July 2nd, and I am really looking forward to seeing Scarlett Johansson as the leading lady of the Jurassic Park franchise for a minute.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see her in this movie.
Yeah, I think she's an excellent action lady.
I have no complaints.
Now, if you could be the action figure in a dinosaur movie, a space movie, or a like spy movie.
Spy movie, easily.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I think
James Bond.
It's a toss-up. I love the dinosaurs, but I think I'd go space.
Are you hearing this?
something out about the deep void.
To each their own.
There might be dinosaurs in space.
That's where they went.
Yeah.
That was a really good laugh.
I'm totally unappreciated in my time.
So let us know what you think of these drinks. Let us know if you were going to see Jurassic World Rebirth, because I think we're going to make it there. And hopefully go to a theater that serves cocktails.
Let's cheers to that.
Let's cheers to that and get out of here.
Yeah, great.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye. Let's make it.
Let's do it. That was one big pile of shit.
That's right.
You are going to wash your hands before you eat anything.